Good morning. Welcome to Zambia Blog Talk Radio. Let me turn off the screen there. Good morning. Welcome to Zambia Blog Talk Radio. My name is Roger here in the prairies where it is a little bit on the cooler side, but this is Alberta. Welcome on the ZBTR Business on Sunday. On this program, we'll be looking at investing in the stock market. And today we are going to invest some money. We are going to put some money on stock options. Stock options. So let me welcome my my guest here, Brian in Delaware, Middletown, Delaware. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, welcome. Levi in Newark, Delaware. Welcome.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on, as always.
Yeah. So today we are going to, the guide today will look at the first 30 minutes, we'll look into the options, investing into options. And the other 30 minutes, we are going to look at the various news items moving the markets. Be it crypto, be it stocks news. So you guys should be able to give me some news there, what you heard, because this is how these things go. It is not just automatic, or you choose this, you choose that, but it is the news of the day which does that. I've got, at the end of Levi's presentation here, I've got this young man, Brian and Levi, who made 78,000 by trading stocks. So we hope we can encourage a lot of our people to be part of the saving and investing community. We are not that good, especially we, the black folk, but I think we are going to we are going to change that narrative. Levi, go ahead with stock options today. We are going to do some investments. Go ahead, Levi.
As always, Charlie, thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Before I start, I don't know if you can see my t-shirt. Is it
show us again. Show us. We can see.
I'm a diehard investor, so the weekends get a little bit boring for me.
Is it Monday again? No, I like that. Yeah. When everyone is saying, "Oh God, it's Monday," okay, I like that.
Yeah. For me, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get right into it. So today we just want to talk about stock options, and options is a very extensive subject, I must admit. So I just tried to make it as basic as possible today, so that we can at least be able to get our feet wet by the end of the day. So our mission today, or probably what my vision for today was, at least if we can be able to understand what are options, and by the end of the day, if we can be able to trade, one option or two, get our feet wet and see how it goes, and we can always learn from there. So what I want to do today is just, go through the basic. At least by the end of the day, we can be able to understand like what are options and how to trade options. So getting right into it, what are stock options? Okay, so an option is basically a contract that gives you the right, but not the obligation, to buy or sell a stock at an agreed upon price on or before a particular date. So let's not, the definition might sound a little bit, confusing, but we'll get into it. This should not scare anyone. These are just jargons. So there are two types of options. Okay, so there's a call option, which means is a buy. You're expecting the price to go up.
Oh, I like that.
And there's a put option, which means you're selling. You're expecting the price, the option price to go down. So it's basically as simple as that. So in our definition, we had a strike price. What is a strike price? The agreed upon price at which the stock will be bought or sold. So when you're placing an option, there's usually you're calling. Let's say that the stock is at $30, and you're calling it. You're saying this stock will go to $50. So the $50 is the strike price. Okay. Then for the expiration date, the particular date in our definition is simply the expiration date, because options have they have a specific date that they expire. So it can expire in the money, or it can expire worthless, and it can be 10 days out, it can be a month out, it can be 3 months out, it can be 6 months, 2 years, whatever the time frame you give it. But we will go into details as we place an order. I think that's where our viewers will be able to understand better, right?
Okay.
So these are just I just came up with like quick examples. Like if I want to place a call option and the strike price is 120, and I took 30 days to expire. So let's say that the stock is at $100, and I'm betting the stock will go to 120, and I only have 30 days for the option to expire. So that's a call option. And a put option with a strike price of 120 again. Let's say I'm expecting the price to go down to 120, and I have 30 days. I have 30 days for it to expire. So pretty much call, you're expecting the price to go up. Put, you're expecting the price, you're making a call that the price will go down.
Will go down, yeah.
Yeah. So why, and we should ask ourselves the question, why do even options exist? Because it's usually stocks. I want to buy a stock of Tesla. I go in the market and buy a stock of Tesla. So what are options? Why do they even exist?
Yeah.
So options are pretty much the same as insurance. Now, that's why I have a picture of a car there. Just imagine you have your car, right? You bought it for, let's say, whatever. I'll buy mine for 5,000. Brand will buy his for 50,000. Whatever price you bought your car for. The first thing you want to do is insure the car in case of any unexpected event. So if you bought your car for, let's say, 10,000, you will insure it for, give or take, 500, 1,000, maybe for a year. So that means I bought my car at 10,000. I'll insure it for $1,000 in case something happens to my car. The insurance will be able to pay for it. So that means if my car is 10,000, my total cost is 11,000, right? But we will now get into in this case, our car is our asset, right? But we are interested. Right. We are interested in stocks. So that's what we are going to get into. Okay. So let's say, for example, a stock of, let's call it XYZ. I want to buy 100 shares of XYZ, and the share price is at 100.
Or let's say, sorry, Alevi,
yes.
Something which is known. A stock, say McDonald's.
Okay.
Something people know. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to take a position in McDonald's, right? And the McDonald's share price is 100. And I want to buy 100 shares of McDonald's. So that means it will cost me 10,000 to take a position, to have a stake in McDonald's, right? But I'm looking at what's happening right now. People are getting vaccinated. Some people are not. The market looks a bit shaky, and I'm scared. I want to insure my McDonald's 10,000 asset. So I go in the market and say, you know what? I'll get a put option for $500. So $500 in this case, in the comparing it to the car case. Now this is my insurance. I want to insure my $10,000 investment in case McDonald's goes down, because I'm seeing people are not eating as much. There's COVID. People are not going to the restaurants and stuff like that. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want my 10,000 to go to waste. So I'll take a $500 insurance for my investment, which is McDonald's at 10,000. So in the first scenario, let's assume the price of McDonald's, which I bought at 100, goes up, and it goes up to 120. So that means in the first scenario, that means if I did not take, if I wasn't scared and I did not buy insurance for McDonald's, and it goes to 120, and I bought it at 100, that means I made a $2,000 profit, right? If I did not take insurance. If you don't take insurance for your car and you don't have an accident for a whole year, you know, you're good. You did not buy insurance on it. But in this case, now when options come in, I bought insurance for 500. So that means if I made a 2,000 profit and I spent 500 to cover my asset, my profit will be at the time of expiration or on or before. My profit now will be less 500, which makes it 1,500. I don't know if we're together up to that point.
Right.
Okay, we are together, definitely. This is kind of language we'll be making simple as we go. We'll be,
right.
You know, yeah.
So I think maybe the second example will be able to
help
make sense. Yes. So the same McDonald's you talked about, Charlie, right? I pay 100 shares of McDonald's at 100 per share. So my cost is 10,000. Then I buy a put. I want to cover my McDonald's because I'm seeing, people are not going out to eat as much. It doesn't look good. The economy looks like it's tanking. We're talking about inflation. I get a little bit scared. I'm like, I want to secure my McDonald's asset. So I take an insurance again for 500. But in this case now, true to what I guessed, the price goes down from 100. It tanks down to $80. So that means if I had 100 shares, 100 minus 80 is 20 times 100. That makes it 2,000. So my potential loss, if I hadn't taken insurance, I'll be down 2,000, right? Up to there, I'll be down 2,000. But because I got insurance for it, because I was scared that the price will go down, now instead of having and if you can remember from the definition now in the first my first slide, an option it gives you the right but not the obligation to buy or sell a stock at a specific price on or before a specific date, right? So because I took insurance on this, and true to that, the price fell as I thought. So I still have a right, instead of now taking a loss of $80, I still have a right to sell McDonald's at 100. You get that? You follow that, Charlie? So instead of taking a loss of 2,000, I will have no loss. But remember, I paid 500 for the insurance. So instead of being down $2,000, I'll only have lost $500.
Okay, I'm sure a Zambian listening doesn't want to hear
options.
money.
Options make sense when there's a catastrophe. Your stock price goes down. You're able to mitigate on your losses. But when the price goes up, you won't make as much profit as when you wouldn't have taken an option.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yes. So that's pretty much encompasses like the whole idea of options. It's pretty much just insurance. But then the question begs, how then can we take advantage of options? Because what happens is you don't really have to own a stock. You don't really have to own a stock to be able to trade in options. So if maybe people are comfortable, if guys have questions, we can go ahead and try and place a trade and see how we can take advantage of what options can offer us.
Yeah, I mean, I have a question. I have $200, like I promised people. I have $200. I want to invest into options. Are you able to give us a demonstration today
Yeah,
how I can invest? Yeah.
absolutely. That's why I said I can't wait for Monday. Charlie?
Let's make it Monday today. We can make it Monday today.
Huh?
Yeah, we can make
Okay.
it Monday. I have quite a number of people who have joined in the. I don't know if they can hear us when they are not added to the screen here. I'm not sure, but not everyone again can be allowed on the screen because it will just be crowded. So if you are here and you can hear what I'm saying, just go on Facebook, Zambia Block Talk Radio. We are live there. Or you go to YouTube, ZBTR. We are also live there. You can send your comment. You can send your question. Unfortunately, I cannot allow a lot of people on the screen. So we want to make a buy, a put. Let's do it. If we can make some money, 200. Someone has got 200 here. I want to make an investment. How do I do that?
So you have $200, and as I said in the
No,
beginning,
200.
Okay, so you have $200, and I said in the beginning, option is a very, very extensive subject, right?
Yeah.
So the way we can trade, as I explained, you don't need to own a stock to ensure.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can just take advantage in the market and look at naked options. Like, we are not owning a stock. We have 200, and we believe, one or two stocks will go up. So if you have $200, I'm looking at the first thing before I trade options. They tend to be exaggerated. For example, when the price goes up, if a price of a stock goes up, options tend to exaggerate going up, and when the price tanks, they also tend to exaggerate going down, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I want to buy an option, I'm looking at a day that is bloody. I'm looking at a stock that is beat down, because I know now, yes, the stock price has gone down, but the option price has gone down even further. So let's take, for example, an industry like cannabis. Let's look at ACB. ACB is a stock that moves really good, and it's.
Do you want to share your screen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, you can see, Brian?
Yeah.
I can see your screen now.
Yeah. So ACB is really beat down, right? It's at. I can see now it's at $7. This is a stock that easily goes to $20, right? So I wanna make a trade. The good thing here is it's down. So when it comes to options, let's say it's fallen, it's down 10% for the month, right? You can find that in option it's down 50%. So this will be a very good trade.
So what you are showing us here is the stock.
Yes, this is the stock.
The active
Stock number one. Number two, what platform is this where you are right now?
I chose Robinhood just for the sake.
Oh, this is Robinhood. Okay, this is Robinhood. Yeah. So
Robinhood
those who are listening, at least the best you can do, even without investing or doing anywhere. If you are in America, download an app, an investment app. You just go to your app, you enter Robinhood. If you are in Canada here, Wealth Simple is a good app for trading. If you are in Canada, if you are in UK, we'll find out. But please do the minimum. Download the app Robinhood. Go to your app store, download Robinhood, and then you can follow what we are saying. Go ahead, Levi.
So for this, I downloaded. I'm using Robinhood just for the sake of the beginner. Right. It's a very user friendly app. But as someone gets into trading,
sophisticated,
and yes, you can, there's Webull, there's other better complicated platforms. But for the sake of just the beginners, Robinhood would be a good start. So we want to buy options, right? If you wanted to buy a stock, we'll come up here, invest in dollars, amount, how much you want to how much you want to invest, review order,
200.
and
200. I've given you 200.
200.
Yeah,
So
200.
that means you're only buying with your 200. If you're buying stocks, if I have a pen here, if you're buying stocks, you'll only have 25 shares, right?
Right.
Then you review your order and you place the order, right?
Mhm.
But now today we are talking about options, and
Right.
Charlie has 200. So we'll go to trade ACB options. So we'll click that. So what comes on our screen here now is this is called what is this called? A chain. This is called a whatever, a chain something.
Option chain.
Option chain. So ACB was at 7.87. The share price is at 7.87. So we want to buy a call. We want to place an order that ACB will go up, because now it's beaten down, and I believe these are $20. These are $20 stock. But the caveat is, the more, so I'll hit here buy, right? But the more, if I want to get this call, let's say for $4, this means if the share price is 7.87 and I want to buy a call for $4, this means the $4 is in the money, because it's less than the share price, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And
Okay.
the price, and what I forgot to say is options comes in bundles of 100. So $3.90, that means you will need 390. So Charlie, you won't be able to afford this. You will need you will need 390 to be able to buy this order. So if we want to work with the 200, I want to make a call for because what I always do, I don't want to be too optimistic, because the share price is 750.
I'm giving Charlie $200, so now he has 400.
Okay.
Now he has 400.
400. and what he's saying is being recorded live. Recorded live. Everyone is listening.
Let's work with this. Let's work with this 200, right? Then there's the expiration date. So what you have to be very careful here, Charlie, is this one. For these calls, they expire in April 23rd. You do not want to buy a call that expired this soon.
This soon, yeah.
Yes. So what I always do, because if it expires soon, you can imagine there's someone who has to be willing to take your risk, because as we said, options are insurance. So nobody wants to buy this from you and it's almost expiring. So I always try to go at least 6 months out. So if this is April 20, if we are in April, I'll go to May, June, July, August, September, October. Forgive my, I'm not very smart. So let's take September.
You only know how to make money.
Yeah. So let's take September. And that's a first thing. That's the first thing you have to be very careful. Never take an option that's almost expiring, because as the day gets closer, it's rendered worthless. So we have 6 months. We are covered with time. We know even if it tanks for the next 1 month and starts going up, we still have time that someone else out there in the market can be able to buy our call. Right. Then the second thing, because the share price is 787, I do not want to go so far up, because the further up you go, let's say I make a call for $20, you see it's 39 cents, right? Mm-hmm. But how sure am I it's gonna move from $7 to $20? So it's very enticing. It's very enticing to get an option that is far out the money, because it's cheaper, but it's also a risk. So I always try to, if the price is what's the price again? 787. I want to get something around $8, $9.
So what you're saying in options, Levi, sorry.
Yes.
There are different prices, as I can see there.
Yes.
They give you different prices.
So
And
those prices are
okay.
the strike price, if you can remember in the definition.
Right.
You have the right to buy at a particular price. So that particular price is the struck price. So we have a strike price of $9. We have a strike price of $10, $11, going all the way. So you don't want to be too optimistic. So if the prices are around $7, my bet is I will grab something around $8 or $9 because I have 6 months for it to get there, and I know because it's bit down. You know, my sometimes is always right. So I will get probably, let's take $9. So we are saying by September 17th, our call will get to $9. But it also does not matter as long as it's going up. As long as the share price is going up, your option will be in the money.
Okay.
Your option will be in the money as long as it's going up. So if we pick the $9 share price, where is it? So this is the $8, $9. So the $9 is $1.44. So Charlie, you can be able to afford this.
Okay.
So we pick that, and it says $9 total cost $144. Continue. So how many contracts do you want to buy? Because you only have $200. We'll buy one contract because they come in bundles of 100. So 144 makes it 144. So you review your order and you place your order.
Okay.
So here, what we've done is you've given yourself time.
Yeah.
You have 6 months, but tomorrow this thing can shoot up to $20. You'll be in profit. So you don't have to wait. You do not have to wait till the expiration date. So you have time, and you're close to the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't take a 20 strike price. You took a 9 strike price. So even if it falls to 6, you still, you can average down. You're still close to the money. So those are the two most important things I look at. I look at the time. I don't want to get an option that's almost expiring, and I look at the strike price. I don't want to get a strike price that, even if I know it's a $20 stock, I don't want to get a strike price for $20.
Tell our viewers, Levi, again, why someone will choose stock options versus stocks.
So as we've seen, if you had $200 for 25, 200 will only buy you 25 shares, right? But for options, you've seen we've spent 144 and we have 100 or one contract, but it's almost like 100 shares,
100 units.
Yes, and the other advantage is if this thing goes up, if it goes up 10%, your contract might be up 50%.
Yeah.
So with stocks, in a scenario where you make maybe a profit of $100, with contracts you can even make 5 times that.
Right.
Yeah, but don't forget it also comes with risk, because if it falls down, if it tanks down, it tends to be exaggerated going down.
Yeah, it goes the other way. You lose money in a.
So if you are a patient investor like Brian, you do not lose money because you have 6 months for it to expire. You buy more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that is good, but I know it's still French for a lot of people. That's why today all we are saying is, if you are in America, the best you can do is download an app. Begin with that. Your cell phone. Where is your cell phone? That's my cell phone there. Is your best friend today. You don't need to go and see a stockbroker who is going to make judgments based on your color or this and that. Just see your cell phone. God is your best friend nowadays. Download Robinhood. There's a lot of things we are going to be doing on this program, be it crypto, be it stocks. Your cell phone is going to be you are carrying millions of dollars in your pocket, not just WhatsApp or Facebook. You are carrying millions and millions of dollars. Very quickly, Levi, give us your takes this week. What options have you been looking at?
This week I haven't really been looking at options. That I've been looking at cryptos, and they've really been shooting up. So I can tell my viewers and get your feet wet. Get the Voyager app. Start buying options in there. Those things they are running crazy.
Okay, that is good. So again, you are watching us live. You have a cell phone. Go to your app store. Download. Either you can download Robinhood. Someone on YouTube was also suggesting E-Trade is good because the reason they gave for Robinhood, they work through a third party. So they say that their actions are a little bit late, which can lose you money in the option world. Yeah.
And the other thing with Robinhood is that some securities are not available to trade on Robinhood. Especially securities that are on the OTC, which is over the counter exchange.
Okay.
Most of them are not available.
Yeah.
And then just to add on to what Levi was saying about options, he bought an option for $9, right, at the price of $1.44 per contract. So if that ACB stock goes up to say $25, right? Levi is not trading in the actual stock. He's not even concerned with the stock. Right. He's just trading with the option. So his demand for the option that he has will go up. So
yes, everyone wants to buy his.
Everybody wants to buy his option because they can buy that option and exercise the option to buy the stock, the underlying stock at $9, and then immediately turn around and sell it at $25 because that's what the market is right. That's the market price. So his desire is just to purely trade options and not get into the stocks, hoping that the price goes even higher.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. There you go. There is a comment there from Facebook user. Investing into stocks is money. One should prepare to lose. That is a good one. You should be prepared to lose. Question here: can you talk more about panicking during downtrends? When can one really say I need to just take a loss? Before you answer this question, so I'm going to play this video because even this young man talks about it. So let's see this video for this 13-year-old. And this 13-year-old, one of the things he talks about is the people in his age group should consider doing stock options or buying stocks or investing. But he says for older guys, Black people, older people, it's a must. You guys, you must. This is coming from a 13-year-old. He's saying we must be part of this. Okay? So let's hear what this 13-year-old has to say about this question. He also answers this question. Listen to this.
How did you end up, getting so successful where you have, made over $1 million?
I would say it really just came from practice and specifically really just experience from winning, losing again, then winning some more, and then really just going through it and continuing to learn throughout the years and really just following my own personal set of rules, which is actually based off my nickname, which is Truth. And I can explain that real quick. So here it goes. T. Type 20 companies that you like and that you already buy from. I call this your circle 20. So your circle 20 will be like your, let's say you own an Xbox, who's technically behind Xbox. Microsoft. So Microsoft is on the stock market. They're publicly traded. So let's say another example would be Apple. Apple, you probably have an iPhone. I know most people have iPhones and they say Androids. And of course, the people that are behind the iPhone is Apple. Apple's on the stock market. So you can look at multiple, well, really companies around your house and then see if they're on the stock market, see if they're good companies, not good companies, but great companies, and that they're solid companies. So you could be potentially be investing and trading those companies. So T, well, find your circle of 20. Then R, research those companies thoroughly. Of course, before you can know T, you got to do your research on, well, those companies and know what you're getting yourself into, because nobody wants to just make an investment on not something they don't know anything about. That's like me trying to get into Forex and really do Forex trading, but I don't know anything about Forex. Like, it doesn't make sense. So you want to do your research on those companies. And while you're doing your research, you want to make sure you understand the historical data behind those companies, because the thing is, they do have historical data. And you really want to, well, I like to say, reap from the repeat, because the thing is about history, it constantly repeats itself. Like, this isn't the first time we've been in a recession. This isn't the first time we've had a major, well, virus or sickness come to the U.S. So you kind of want to see how the stock market has performed in the past in multiple situations. Like, even right now, you can see basically what everything had, how has the stock market performed in the past during the election time frame. And historically, it's been very bearish, which basically means it's been down historically, at least for these next couple of months. Well, these next 2 months, really just this month and November should be the end of it if it's historically accurate. And I mean the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones. So you want to look at the historical data. That's basically my point. And then you have T, trade after closing. Now, this is a rule for me where, let's say I don't like to trade later on in the afternoon. Most of the time, I don't even really look at the markets. I'm as actively as I would, or as I am during the morning, but I really don't like to trade in the afternoon. But let's say I am still looking at the market and I see a potential trade setup on Microsoft or Apple. But instead of trying to get in right now, I'm like, nope, just wait. And especially this is like 3:30, 3:50, like around that time frame. So I'm gonna just wait. I'm not going to try and get in right now. I'm going to let the market close. I'm going to make sure I do my research before I make this trade. And then either the next week or the next day, I'll make the trade. And boom, I make sure I've already done my homework. I slept on it and make sure I'm putting myself in the best position, especially if I'm investing a lot of money. And then H, which I believe is the most important, have an enter and exit strategy. Know what you want and how you're going to lead the trade, which is incredibly important. Because the thing is, you don't want to go into a trade without a goal, just like you don't want to go into life without a plan. So you want to have a goal. So if I want to make, let's say, $15,000 off my trade off XLK or Roku, then as soon as I hit that 15,000, I'm not trying to make it 16,000, 17,000. Nope. As soon as I hit that, I'm getting out. I'm cool. I've hit my goal for the day, week, whatever that is. Well, that goal is for you. And then I'm getting out the trade and making sure I'm not underselling myself and putting myself in putting myself in the best position.
Well, let me ask you a question. How many shares in that 20 should somebody start off buying?
Are you talking about the Circle 20?
Yeah.
So this young man is only 13 years old. At that age, he was talking like that. He says to our Facebook question here, can you talk more about panicking during downtrends? When can one really say, I need to just take a loss and run? Now, help us answer this question. According to this young man, how do you set a goal? I don't know, Brian, also in the stocks this works, and option it works. How do you set a goal? At this point, I'll cut my losses and go. I run.
So on every trading platform, well, first of all, it depends on what your strategy is. Are you day trading or are you buying long term? So on every app, there's an option that says stop loss, right? So you can set so if you say you bought a stock at $9, right? You can set a price to sell if it goes to $7 and limit your loss to $2 per share.
Okay.
You can set it whichever way you want. And even when selling, you can say I bought this at 9. but I'm going to set a sell price at 15 for whenever that happens, right, in the future. So you can set that. So it just depends on your risk tolerance. You know, how much risk are you willing to take, and then what level of patience do you have if you are invested in a stock for long term. I can give you an example of one stock, BBCKF. It closed at 380 something on Thursday, right?
What was the stock again?
BBKCF.
Okay.
It closed at 380 something, right? The next day when it opened, the day that Coinbase actually went public, it dropped by $1, right? But then people that may have bought around $2 started panicking and started off, which is fine. But then for those that are patient enough, the next day it went up by like almost the same amount it had. So what is your tolerance level? If you don't have enough patience, you can.
So is a tolerance level just based on my feelings? Is it based on some calculations? What is my tolerance level?
It's based on your feelings, and also based on what see, that's the thing. Like I tell people that the stock market has no emotions. It does not care about you at all. So you have to be the one to control your emotions and decide when you're going to exit and when you're going to stay in. If you say that I only want a return of 30% on each trade, set that when you get to 30%, sell. If you don't want a loss of more than $2 per share, set that when that happens. But then also know that for the most part, stocks are always going up always on an upward trend, even when they dip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. You give yourself, at least I want to make 20% of this.
Yeah.
Beyond, so this young man is saying, when you reach your 20%, get out. Don't be greedy.
Don't be. And that's the thing. The stock market is driven by greed and fear. That's what drives the stock market.
Yeah. Levi, you want to add on to that?
Yeah, of course. As I think we were talking about this last week or the other week.
Yeah.
When I got into the stock market, I was following the stock market gurus, the Warren Buffetts and the Ray Dalios. I used to look at all their interviews, and I realized one thing: there's a lot of information out there. Everybody has information. The information that Warren Buffett gets is the same information that I get. The information that Ray Dalio gets is the same that we all get.
That. I like that.
What is it that makes them profitable? And the other people, as they say, 90% of the people are losing money in the market. So I got a little curious, and I started looking at most of their interviews, and I realized they never even talked about money in their interviews. Ray Dalio was talking about meditation. Warren Buffett was talking about communication, and I'm like, what's wrong with these millionaires? They don't want to share. They don't want to share their, their ideas on how they made money. But I realized in the market, it's about soft skills. It's about your mindset. It's about how you approach it. It's not even how smart you are. So as the question that guy asked about the red days, if you go in the market and you know there's going to be a red day. Like for me, if my stock tanks, as I said, I'm buying even more. So when I'm taking a position, I don't go all in. I go like a third, and when it tanks, I want it to tank even the more, so that I buy even more. So I believe it's just a mindset, and as Brian said, patience, because the market always goes up, always goes up.
Always goes up.
When it tanks, it's an opportunity for me to buy more. So.
Yeah. Starting next week, those who are in Zambia, you are watching us live. We will be giving out crypto. So come next week. We'll tell you the app you need to download while in Zambia, and then we'll tell you how you are going to receive some cryptos from Zambia Block Talk Radio. So you have a reason why to watch us and to join us. Starting next week, we'll be giving out some crypto. Brian, the Facebook user here is asking, what is that stock again? I think it is from you.
Yeah, the one I talked about is BBKCF.
BBK. So what is the company?
Big Digital Assets. It's a Canadian company based in Vancouver.
Oh yeah, by the way, on our platform here, I couldn't download it. So we have what is called, I think, Quest Trade here in Canada. So I have to download another app. Yeah, go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
Right. So the company does forensics on cryptocurrency, in the sense that, like, they can, because the fear right now is that, you know, people can steal somebody's crypto. So this company is actually able to track each and every cryptocurrency. And if a cryptocurrency has been stolen, they can actually track where the end point is, and they'll contact that exchange and say, "Can you put a hold on this crypto? It's been stolen."
Oh wow!
So the U.S. government is actually some government agencies are contracting this company, you know, to set up this technology in their processes.
Okay. So BBK, you said, right?
BBKCF on the US exchange, but in Canada it's BIGG.
BIGG
on the Toronto Stock Exchange.
BIGG on the Canadian Stock Exchange.
Right.
Here is my nephew here in Kitwe. He says he's interested. So you download the app. We'll tell you about the app next week. And a lot of people in Zambia, I tested with. I sent someone a crypto with about $15 in dollar terms. So we'll be telling people what crypto you need to, what Binance, I think Binance is the app you need to download in Zambia. And out of Binance, you'll be able to send us a key and we'll send you some money. So be on the lookout, Zambia. Get some crypto. Let's get going. Someone here, what are they saying? What about Zambia? Which stocks can one trade in that is good? Can one invest in America or Canada or Europe? Good question there. Who has an answer for this? I was anticipating this question actually, but I haven't researched. Brian, you have any?
I did a little bit of just a tiny bit of research. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, on the apps that are in the US, you have to have the identification that is needed by the US government to be able to trade, to be able to actually register on an application. But like for me, being in the US, I can actually, with Interactive Brokers, I can trade on about 31 foreign exchanges, like in Europe, you know, Asia, Canada, and stuff like that. But for Zambia, I haven't found an app that you can, you know, be allowed to trade on stocks in the US. But in any case, I don't know what the process is. I think Roger, you have more information on how people can trade on the Lusaka Stock Exchange. The only unfortunate thing is you have to actually have a physical broker in Zambia to go to open up an account.
Okay, here is the deal. The most active stock markets in Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, and South Africa. The Lusaka Stock Exchange, for some reason, all the stocks are bought. When you go there, they'll tell you there is I don't know how accurate that is. That is number one. So what we are going to do, we are going to find out. We'll find out how you can trade international traded companies here in Canada. If you say you are in Zambia, how can you buy stocks if it's there? So we'll have an answer for you next week. Invite friends. Next week we'll have an answer for you. We will also find out if you are in Zambia, how can you buy stocks? Actually, this is a very interesting question. MTN is going on the public market with a valuation of 5 billion. Zambians listening, all of you, you have a 096 number. You are making MTN rich. You've made MTN rich. $5 billion evaluation. They are that rich. Say to yourself, how can I get a piece of MTN? Okay? How can I get a piece of MTN? You can invest as little as, I don't know how much, but we will find out. MTN, you've got ShopRite, you are giving ShopRite money every day you go to ShopRite. How can you can get a piece of a pie every day? Africans in Nigeria, in Kenya. This is the way we should start. We should start thinking. So stay tuned. Next week we'll be giving out crypto. If you are in Zambia, I hear Binance. Brian, if you can find the way it is spelled, post it. That way we can share it. The app, you download the app, and then next week we'll give you the first 5 people to log in. We'll give you probably 10 each, equivalent, $10 each in cryptocurrency. It's not going to be. The surprising thing in Zambia, I don't know about Kenya, Levi, if you know. How do people in Kenya exchange crypto into cash? In Zambia, there is just some guys who are giving out money from the pocket. You give them the crypto, they give you money. Do you have proper exchanges in Zambia?
To be honest, I haven't the slightest idea unless I do a little research this week. Then I come.
Yeah. We have the Nigerian guy. I think next week he is going to join us. He will tell us how when you want to move something from crypto to cash, how you can do it. Yeah, how you can do it. Brian, what have been your takes this week? I've got some stocks here in Canada I bought this week. Levi, did you say crypto has been beaten up the past 2 days? Mine lost about 7%. That is Ethereum yesterday.
Well, it depends when you got in.
Yeah. Brian, what have you been looking
the other day?
Yeah. Say that again.
Ethereum was at $700 the other day. The last time I looked at it was 2,000 and something. So
yeah, 2,000 something. Yeah.
Oh, so you're talking about the last 2 days?
The last 2 days.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends when you got it.
Yeah. Let me see where I am. Brian, what are your positions this week?
Of course, looking at BBKCF. That's my baby right there.
Yeah.
Sundew Growers, I got out of Sundew Growers at about $3. I knew it was going to drop, so I bought at $1 a share, got out at $3. Now it's down to 84 cents. So I'm waiting for it I'm waiting to see if there's going to be a further drop. If it dropped to 50 cents, then I'll buy back in. Netlist is staying stagnant only because we have some litigation going on that we're waiting on. Yeah. So we are good there. We're not worried. We're not worried.
Okay. Actually, I'm doing very well here. There is a company called VMC from our last discussion last week. Remember, we talked about electric vehicles.
Is that Vulcan Materials?
Say that again.
Vulcan Materials. Is that VMC?
VMC okay. You Google VMC on TSX. Yeah.
Okay.
It is they make electric buses.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay. I see.
Yeah, they make electric buses. So from you guys, what we were saying here, you said those are the industries we should be looking at. And I went online on YouTube to do some research. A lot of people are eyeing that one. So far, so good. It's been up 3%. VMX.
I got Grand West Transportation. Okay, I see it.
Say that again. What is it called?
Grande West Transportation.
Yeah, Grand West. Yeah, so they manufacture electric buses.
Buses, right?
I got some position here. There is a marijuana company. It is on TSX. It is N. It is a New York company. They make everything marijuana, like I think bottles, bags, stuff like that. I've forgotten the name. So that was my position.
Namesti Technologies.
Yes. Yeah, Namesti Technologies. It is one of those penny dollars I was looking for. I got about 1,000 shares. It's not much, but I want to scare people.
That's a lot when it goes to $20.
You know what I'm saying? You see my point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not uncommon. That's not uncommon.
Yeah. So I bought quite a bit there. It was well recommended. Again, like people are saying on research, go to YouTube. YouTube is going to be your best friend. If you want to invest in any stock, you want to hear some reviews, just ask YouTube. There are some guys. But be careful again. Like Brian was saying to me, people are paid to say good stuff on the stock. Right. But you can also see the activity. Brian is going to show us next week the activities of a stock, which can help you determine. The other week, I invested into, I think this is a bond, a New York Stock Exchange bond. Let me see. Pinko Active Bond. It is an ETF. So I bought some position. I'm saying this, number one, to show off that I bought some bonds, that's for sure. But I'm also want to see a person who looks like you and me can buy stocks. It is not just the people who don't look like us who do these things. It is good for us. Okay, we are almost on time. What is the news, very, very quickly, Levy, which was driving the markets this week? Any news?
I think of late, it's a lot to do with reopening stocks. We're looking at the cruise lines, the airlines, the banks, restaurants, anything that has got to do with positive news as regards vaccinations. So those are the ones that are taking off right now. So AAL, NCLH, CCL, those are the ones that.
Did you take any positions? Did you take any new positions?
Yeah, I'd taken them much earlier when they were down.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. But
I'm learning stock market language now. We say positions. We don't say I bought shares. We say positions.
Yeah, I took positions a while back.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Brian, did you take any news driving the stock market?
Well, this week I was just looking at the crypto, the news that was going around, and
yes.
I'm actually waiting for Dogecoin to go down so I can get in. I didn't want to buy at that 45 cents. It was trend that was the highest it's ever been.
Yeah.
So we'll see what tomorrow brings.
This stuff being driven by Elon Musk, I don't really like them. But there were two news items actually on cryptocurrency, which drove actually even by today. I just looked at it, Levy. It's down. Ethereum is down 9%.
I think what I can say about crypto, I'm not really conversant with a lot of cryptos. But I know the best day to buy cryptos is on Sunday. I was just telling my sister in the morning. She wanted to take some positions on Friday, and I told her just wait till Sunday. There's something that happens on Sunday. I don't know if the market elsewhere it's Monday to them, so they wake up and take profits. But every Sunday there's usually a dip. So if I have a little money, I just wait for Sunday and take my crypto positions.
You are following us from Kitwe, my hometown, born and bred there. So again, you are in Kitwe. You go to your app store on your phone, find Binance. Binance is a crypto exchange. Next week, we'll be able to send you some money, $10. You'll be able to receive. Invite your friends. Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
I just wanted to share something that I learned this week. So concerning the three servants that of the master in the parable of the talent, the one that was given 10, he went and invested and multiplied the money. The other one also multiplied the money. But the interest was on this one guy that went and borrowed his 1 talent. All these other 2 guys were his friends. They worked for the same master, right? This guy, he didn't lose the 1 talent he was given. He went and borrowed it and gave it back. And he was cast out as a foolish one. So when people are sharing these investment strategies, life is about risk. Anything you do in life is a risk. Getting on the road to drive is a risk.
I like that.
So do something with the little that you have. Do something with it. Somehow find a way to multiply it. Have a connection of people to help you multiply whatever it is that you're doing. Otherwise, even not doing anything with it, not losing it, is in the parable, it's considered foolish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to just do something with it.
Yeah. I like that, Brian. I saw people might think I'm becoming radical. When I was growing up in Kitwe, when I hear the Bible, the Bible verse which says, come on, is it without a vision people perish?
Perish, right. Without a vision, a nation perishes.
No, not that one. There is another verse I've forgotten it, which means I'll translate it, and maybe Bible people can tell here. It's like information when I was growing up. Bible. The more I feed myself in the Bible story, the Bible is telling me, "Oh, that is good for you." And when it comes to our life, day-to-day life, we don't want to learn stock market. It's not in the Bible. No, it's not the Bible. The Bible talks about knowing, feeding the spirit. What does feeding the spirit means? I'll remember the verse. I'll share it. So perfect the way you have shared, Brian. When we talk about the talents in the pulpit, it's not just the talents of you being able to do spiritual stuff. It is a talent for you to use that money. Look at 5 years from now. Each of your kids, are you able to invest something for them and make it grow? One of the questions we want to answer also is, in the hyperinflation Zambia today, what can people do? Because you can't keep money in the bank. It's a waste of time. 1 penny you put in the bank today, it can't buy bread tomorrow. So we want to see, in an inflationary country, what can you do? And this is where crypto is also helping out. People are just waking up now here, as the numbers can show us. Following you, UK, Uncle Charlie, we'll see you again next week, learning a lot. Yes, but do us a favor, I don't know, it's just showing your name. Do us a favor, at least download
a trading app.
Trading app. That's the first one. And then next week I'll ask you to send me your key. I'll send you some crypto. So join the discussion. We shall give you a crypto from Zambia Block Talk Radio. Very, very quickly, what was moving the markets? When I saw Levy, my crypto going down, and it's going down. A country called Turkey, we all know Turkey, they've banned crypto. You cannot trade in crypto. But on the same day, the Canadians here, they approved 2 ETFs on crypto. So Canada is going the opposite, the progressive way, as always. Who is this one? Mwape Gilbert Masonde. Okay, that is my first cousin here. I grew up. Good to see you, my friend. Mwape. What app in the UK is recommended? We'll find out. We'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out. Or YouTube again will be very nice. They'll tell you, just go to YouTube and say in there 5 top apps in the UK. The guys in the UK, I'm sure they have downloaded. But I hear even Robinhood, someone said in the UK, it is very good. But again, it will be very helpful for the guys in the UK. You'll be giving us this data as we are discussing every week. The guys in South Africa, the guys in Kenya, if you are watching, give us the apps which are working. The guys in Zambia, if you know the apps which are working with the cryptocurrency, please again give us those apps. So Mape, thank you for that question. Kunda, I didn't get the name of the application. The app, depending on where you are, Kunda, if you are in the America, it is for the starters. They even say it for the starters. Robinhood is good. I don't know if I can type it. Robinhood is a very good. E-Trade is another platform you can use if you are going to be on the advanced side. Here in Canada, Wealth Simple. We should be having these things running. So as we go, we'll find help. People who will be typing some of this stuff as we are talking. Wealth Simple and Quest Trade. My wife actually just asked me, she wants to open one in Quest Trade. I thought she was joking. She asked me again. Then I know she's serious. So, so that is things are moving. Things are moving. Yeah. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. We've gone at 10, and then people just woke up now. I don't know if we can adjust time to make sure people are all wake up. But be here on the same time next week, which is about 8 p.m. Zambian time. Most are Zambians here. If you are in the US, it's going to be 11 Eastern. Join us. Let's share. So bring the apps. Find out the apps which are working for you. Come and share. Let's make money, especially the black folk. We seem to run away from things like this, unless it is singing or basketball or playing sport. But this is where the real fight is, in my view. We win this fight. Even that policeman who is stopping you will start respecting you. This is the fight we need to win.
Just to add on to what you just said about making money, the danger is always that when people hear it's making money, they flock to the idea, not knowing that there's work that needs to be done. There is research that needs to be done. There is patience that needs to be developed over time. So the idea is just not to be focused on making money. It's to learn the process of how you can get to that point where you can make money. Right.
Yeah. And you can lose money. You can make money.
Yeah, definitely.
You can lose money. But the trajectory, especially the stock market, it is always going upwards. But if you are like Levi, you want actually after listening Levi to this young man, I want to do some options. According to him, he says, what is the point of waiting for that long? If the money you make, you can make that money in 2 days doing options. But again, I'm not telling you anything. I'm not telling you.
Right. Yeah, we're not financial advisors. We're giving our opinions on how the things work. And like we said from the start, the stock market has no emotions. It does not care about your money. You have to remove your emotions from the way you handle the stock market. You can easily lose money when you put your emotions to it. So you just have to be knowledgeable. You have to use your logic, not emotions.
And Brian, just to add on that, as they say, you only lose money when you sell. So if your stock is in the red and you hold it, you
haven't lost anything.
So if you have patience, you never lose money.
Right. And also you have to distinguish between time and money. Do not afford to lose time, because when you lose time, you can never regain time.
Yeah.
When you lose money, you can regain the money. So if you take time, we're talking about investing. If you take 2 years to invest, to actually just download the app, you have lost 2 years that you'll never recover. But if you download the app now and you end up losing $100, you can actually recover that $100 over time. So that you have to distinguish. There's a very big difference between time and money. Do not lose time. lose money.
Good advice.
So that is the app there I hear in which is working in Zambia. I got another question. What is the app in Zambia? So Binance, that is the app. You go to your app store in Zambia or in Africa. Binance. Next week we'll be giving out some money. Maybe 1, 2, 3 people. You get $10 worth of cryptocurrency for the first time in your phone. So as we go, we are going to be looking at sponsors. People are going to sponsor us so that a lot of our people can have the first stand when you have that crypto, and then you see how it's moving, how it's winning money. Then you look for your own money to buy some more. That is this is where the world is going. Levi, I was talking to Brian the other day. One of my workmates, he said, "Oh, that is what was the word Brian I used?"
I forgot, but I understand I know what you're talking about.
he said
he didn't want to believe that
cryptocurrency
is real. Yeah,
digital money. It is real digital monopoly money. He said it's monopoly.
Oh yeah, you're right.
This is as regards crypto. This is what I believe. As we talked about, I think 2 weeks ago. It started off with barter trade. There was no cash.
Well, there you go.
Back in the days,
there
right?
You go.
I'll give you a goat. You tend to my farm, right?
Yeah.
Then it went to gold. Then gold, it went to cash. So to me, I always look at the future. So what is the future? I don't think my son in 10 years' time, he'll be asking me for cash. He'll be like, "Dad, I want 0.001 Bitcoin."
Can you give me 0.0 crypto?
When I get into crypto, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Looking whether my bet is wrong on the future, at least I made a bet. and I'm betting.
And that is the answer I gave him the following day. I said, imagine the people who used to trade goat and the chicken, and then the following month, now you tell them, "Oh, I don't have a goat, I've got this paper." Imagine what the reaction was at that time. Now we are even better informed. That is what digital money is all about. This cash, ladies and gentlemen, is gone. Like Yona said on here, those who are not going to join in now, you'll be at a greater disadvantage. So start to join in the crypto world. You lose money, you gain a little bit of money, but once you get it going, you'll be on the leading edge. Yeah. So, gentlemen, thank you so much, and those who joined us, Ankomwape in the UK, my friends in Kitwe, you make me miss home, which is not fair at all, but that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. So join us next week, same time, 20 hours Zambian time, 11 here Eastern. Yeah. Levi, thank you, my friend. I know we had invited quite a number of people who wanted to join in here, but it wasn't possible. Please go to our Facebook page, Zambia Blog Talk Radio. You'll be able to watch this again. Or ZBTR on YouTube. I see that is where a lot of our viewers were today, on ZBTR. Yeah.
Just remind the viewers what our topic will be next week.
Next week, we're looking at stocks. Rather than stock options, we're looking at stocks. We'll touch options a little bit because we want to be beating these things every week. Find either what was the call. So Levi will come with a small example of a real life example. You give us a real, this is what happened here. This is what happened on options. But our main discussion will be on buying stocks. So Brian will lead us into that discussion, see how you can do it. So join us again next week, and we'll be here every Sunday, by the way. Yeah. Gentlemen, have a good weekend. Yeah, have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too.